Detected early.
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
And a very good Monday evening to you all. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking a lot of gray skies to start the month of May, as well as some rain for the first full week of May as well. But the good news is that as we get toward Mother's Day weekend, we will dry out. But right now we have a lot of that May gray that we've been talking about in downtown Utica right now, where it is currently 60 degrees, so still fairly mild, even as of 6 p.m. And that's with an easterly wind at 15 miles an hour, not only bringing in those milder temperatures, but bringing in some of that moisture as well. You can see that here on our radar. For the most part, it is fairly light. However, there could be some more moderate pockets embedded in there as well. Although if you look just toward the west, off toward Rochester and just toward the south on 390, we have a little bit of a heavier cell with some moderate to occasionally heavier rain, and there is a bit of lightning as well as some strong winds with that, but it looks like that will move up toward the north and east and weaken as it does so. The reason why we're going to be stuck in this pattern over the next couple of days is because we have what's referred to as an omega block. So the jet stream is what's represented by these arrows, and we have an area of low pressure off toward the desert southwest and an area of low pressure up toward the north and east. The one over the north and east is going to be stuck because of the stuck jet stream, and then in between that we have an area of high pressure over the middle of the country, and you'll see what I mean by that area of low pressure getting stuck over the next couple of days in just a second. But as far as the Cinco de Mayo forecast is concerned, again, it's going to be wet out there with a few scattered showers. Other than that, mostly cloudy and temperatures in the 50s. You can see that here on our Futurecast starting at 7 p.m. We'll be dealing with light to occasionally moderate rain, but then after we head into toward and after midnight, we'll be seeing just cloudy skies, temperatures in the 50s, and maybe a few passing showers, but again, mainly dry for most of the night. It's once we get toward the late morning into the early afternoon tomorrow that we do see some stronger thunderstorms coming in. Some of those could contain some heavy rain as well as some hail, and just like the last few severe weather threats, mainly Tuesday and Friday, there could be some embedded stronger winds in there as well, although I think small hail will be the main threat. You can see this area of low pressure again just getting stuck, as I just showed you, meandering between Michigan and portions of Ohio, the middle of the Great Lakes, maybe into southern Canada as well. And so we'll be dealing with rain through tomorrow and Wednesday especially, but we'll be dealing with rain chances even once we get into the weekend, and that's when the pattern finally breaks. In terms of rainfall totals, most of us seeing 1 to 2 inches of rain over the next 6 to 7 days, but there could be some isolated cases of 2 or more inches of rain, and there could be a moderate risk of flooding there. 71 for tomorrow with showers and storms. Scattered showers continue during the day on Wednesday, but both of those days are at or above average temperature-wise, which is 66. And then we'll see temperatures in the upper 50s to around 60 Thursday and Friday with showers continuing, and it looks dry for Mother's Day at the moment, and warmer too.
I mean, we'll take the rain. At least it's not snow at this point, Jordan.
At least it's not snow, and at least it's not 40s, so a chilly, cold rain either.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Jordan. You're watching.
Brought to you by Nye Automotive Group. Come see why it's gotta be Nye. Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
And a very good Monday evening to everybody. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking a mostly cloudy night with a few showers here and there, but shower chances are going to increase once again during the day tomorrow, as is that temperature. And that's something that's going to be changing as well. Still fairly mild out there right now with an easterly wind at 8 miles an hour, temperature 58 degrees, and no rain right now. As of this time, I should say, in downtown Utica. But that's going to change through tomorrow and through Wednesday as well, when it's also going to be warmer, as I just mentioned, with a sluggish area of low pressure causing occasional showers, and we could see a heavier thunderstorm or two, especially during the day tomorrow. But it's going to be cooler as we end to the work week. However, the trade-off with that is the fact that we will see high pressure moving in, and that means we'll see more in the way of sunshine. And then this weekend, another area of low pressure moves in for Saturday, but then it looks like we'll dry out a bit as we head through Sunday and Monday, which is good because Sunday is Mother's Day. Right now, we don't have much activity in downtown Utica. Most of that's not reaching the ground right now, but as you look off toward the west, we do have some heavier pockets of rain to the southwest of Syracuse and some of those will move up toward the north and east, so just graze our area as we head through the overnight hours. But again, other than that, it will be mostly cloudy, and you'll notice we've had a couple of heavier pockets of rain in western New York, and that's the reason for those flash flood warnings there. This is the Omega block that you've been talking about over the last couple of days, basically a traffic jam in the jet stream of the atmosphere. So we have an area of low pressure down toward the Four Corners, an area of low pressure up toward the north and east. That's going to be affecting us through at least Wednesday, and stuck in between that, we have an area of high pressure in the middle of the country, keeping things calm there, and that's what results in the traffic jam. So therefore we'll be dealing with on and off showers over the next couple of days, as is the case tonight. Other than that, we'll be dealing with mainly cloudy skies, and that'll be the case when you wake up tomorrow morning. But as we head through the late morning into the afternoon, we'll be dealing with pop-up showers and storms and temperatures in the 60s and 70s. So that means that there could be the threat for a severe storm or two, the main threat being some small hail as well as some stronger winds, but again, nothing like the severe threat we had last Tuesday. So you'll notice that the area of low pressure, again, just stuck in the atmosphere, meandering across the northeastern U.S., the Great Lakes, southern Canada, at least as we go through Wednesday. But then as we go through Thursday, we'll start to dry out and maybe even see a little bit of sunshine. But in terms of the next week of rainfall, it looks like most of us seeing anywhere from 1 to 2 inches. But in some areas, especially off toward the east, you could see some isolated amounts higher than 2 inches, and there could be a moderate flooding threat there. Showers and storms on tap for tomorrow. 71 for the high, 66 is the average high. We'll be back there on Wednesday. Thursday and Friday, upper 50s to around 60, but less chances for showers, and then it looks dry as we head through Mother's Day, and temperatures a little bit above average as well.
I mean, the rain's here to stay for now, but at least we're going to have great conditions for Mother's Day if you're planning to take mom out.
Absolutely, and then it gets even warmer next week. It may see temperatures in the 70s and 80s.
Oh, that'll be nice. Thank you, Jordan. Colgate University just picked up another championship. Let's go.
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
And a very good Monday evening to you. Once again, everybody, I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking a lot of that May gray and a lot of rain as we head through the next couple of days, as is the case right now in downtown Utica. But still, as of the 11 o'clock hour, fairly mild, 57 degrees with an easterly wind at 10 miles an hour. And temperatures aren't going to drop much from there because of that easterly wind. And as we go through the next couple of days, it's going to remain rather warm, especially tomorrow and on Wednesday, with temperatures in the upper 60s and lower 70s. But we'll also be dealing with a sluggish area of low pressure and occasional showers and some storms, especially during the day tomorrow. But as we head through Thursday and Friday, we'll be dealing with a bit of high pressure moving in, and that means we'll see more in the way of sunshine, but a cooler end to the week. But again, brighter skies out there. For the weekend, though, it'll be a split weekend with another system moving through on Saturday, so some rain possible that day. And as we go through Sunday, it'll be drying out a bit, which is good news, just in time for Mother's Day. Seeing light rain across most of our area right now, but as we head toward the west of Syracuse and closer toward Rochester, we're seeing some more moderate pockets, maybe even some heavier pockets of rain, and most of those will slide up toward the north and east. But you'll notice where we've had the heavier rain today, we've had a few flash flood warnings, and the reason why we're going to be dealing with this sluggish area of low pressure over the next couple of days is because of this Omega blocking pattern. The reason why it's named that is because if you look at the high pressure, especially the jet stream around it, is shaped like the Greek letter Omega. So we've got an area of low pressure down toward the desert southwest and the Four Corners, another area of low pressure affecting us up to here toward the north and east, and sandwiched in between, we have an area of high pressure that'll be up toward the Dakotas and the Midwest. So that's the reason for the blocking pattern, basically a traffic jam in the upper levels of the atmosphere, and that's why the area of low pressure won't be traveling much over the next couple of days. You'll see what I mean here in a second. Mainly dry overnight tonight, though, with temperatures in the 50s. It's once we get through the late morning tomorrow and into the early afternoon that we could see some storms with heavy rain, maybe even a bit of small hail popping up, and severe weather is possible, although I don't think it'll be anything widespread or as severe as it was last Tuesday. There could be some higher wind gusts embedded in there as well. You'll notice through the afternoon and into the evening hours, and then we'll be dealing with, again, the area of low pressure just meandering over the northeastern U.S. through tomorrow and on Wednesday before high pressure starts building in, making it chillier but also brighter as we go through Thursday. And as far as rainfall totals go, 1 to 2 inches Over the next couple of days, there could be some isolated higher amounts, and where there could be some moderate flooding. And then as we get through next week, Monday will be in the 70s, but once we get past that, we could be looking at temperatures in the 80s. So moderating trend commences then. Temperatures in the upper 60s to lower 70s, both tomorrow and on Wednesday. Wednesday looking like the warmer of the 2 days, though, with some storms possible, and they'll be dealing with temperatures between 55 and 60, so seasonably cool for Thursday and Friday. There is still a chance of showers, but again, with that high pressure building in, doesn't look as numerous. We could see some sunshine in there, and it looks drier for Mother's Day with temperatures between 65 and 70.
And so, Jordan, the rain is here to stay, but that Omega pattern, how long might we expect that to stay over us before it starts to move on?
So again, really tomorrow, it's tomorrow and on Wednesday, and then as we go through Wednesday and into Thursday, that starts to move up toward the north and east, and as a result, the high pressure will move along with it.
All right, thank you, Jordan. Coming up next on Eyewitness News.